Hello again to all my little crafting minions out there. Today, this is Dragonus 4 coming at you, and I'm going to teach you how to make a blooming rose chainmail fidget toy. Here's what it looks like, and here's what it does. It flips over. It looks like a flower. That's why I call it a blooming rose. I created this myself. I don't think anybody else has this pattern out there. I don't know. They might not. I don't know. But it flips over basically from one side to the other, and so it forms the rose on the other side as well. Okay, so get the lighting here so you can see this. See? Okay, now I'm going to tell you how to do this. I'm not going to show you because I only made the one, and a lot of my ideas are one of a kind, things I only make one of. So I'll tell you how I did it. All right, now what you're going to do, you're going to have to be a little familiar with chainmail making, and chainmail making is the art of using metal rings that are split, and then you do that with with pliers to form it together. And there's lots of videos on how to make chainmail. This is so you can go see a video. I've got a video on how to make a chainmail winder and how to do a basic chainmail weave. But what you're going to do, you're going to need a wooden disc, and in this case, my disc that I use, and you can make this in any size disc you want, but I used an 1.5-inch craft disc that are available at craft stores. It's approximately like maybe a millimeter thick, I guess, or I'm not like a 0.5 millimeter, whatever it is. Again, these little discs are available in craft stores. Get the idea what it looks like without the so you don't see it with the rose on it. Just a wooden disc, basically. Now you're going to need to take your chainmail and you determine the size of it. So you want about you put it against your disc, flat against your disc. That's going to be where you're going to need to drill this at. So the positioning between the one side and the other side is approximately the width you need to drill at. So you're going to have to drill this disc, and I recommend covering it with some kind of tape on both sides and then maybe clamping it to a block of wood while you're drilling it, because these things have a real tendency to break apart when you're trying to drill through these things. I literally went through 6 of these things trying to get just this one made. Because the wood, when you're drilling through it, it has a tendency to want to split through the graining. So, you may have to drill more than one of these, so be patient. Don't get frustrated. I know, and the taping will help to keep it so it won't split apart. So when you put the tape on and then you drill through it, it'll help to prevent it from splitting apart, as will clamping it to a block of wood. So you want to drill a hole that's about let's see, it's about, probably can measure it for you. The holes are going to be about, not quite, it's like 1/4 of an inch in from the edge. And the width is, again, working based on however wide your thing is. So just mark it out. Mark out a point each link that you have. For each link you're going to put on this, and then you're going to have your links coming down like this. So your first links are going to be around the edge, going through the holes after you take off the tape and drill this. So you're going to have your link coming up, and then seal your link on every hole. Now you're going to have to take a link and put the link between 2 of these like this, and then seal it off. and then the next link will be between the first link will be the first and second space, and then the next link will be the second and third space, and then so on. So the link after that'll be the third and fourth space, and then the one after that will be the fourth and fifth space until you get all the way around. And so then you'll have that. Okay, so that will form, and again, seal it off. And you're not attaching the top links to each other. They're only being going on the side links. But what they are doing is they're overlapping each other, and they're not attached to each other. So that's what makes it so you can flip this. So you see, and here I'll show you. You see how you could take these and then you flip to the other side like that, and you see it's not a real terribly complicated weave. May take you a few minutes to do, but and you see how it after it flips, it becomes just the straight up and down links. So when it's flipped to the other side, it becomes the rose pattern again, or I guess I'm calling it a rose pattern. Okay, I don't know what you want to call it, whatever, flower pattern, whatever. But that's how you make it. I mean, it's not a real complicated, but it's kind of cool to play with, you know. And I don't really have fidgeting habits that much. I just like to create stuff, and make chainmail and stuff like that. So I just came up with this idea, and I thought it would be kind of cool to share it with you. So if you are choosing to make it, and you'd like to show me a picture of it, I would love to see it. And now you can make this out of any size disc you want. If you want to make an enormous size disc, that would be really wonderful to see. Or you can make them out of small little pocket sized discs. I usually work with 14 or 16 gauge wire, but that's up to you. If you want to work with thinner wire, I really don't recommend going below 14 or 16 gauge because of the fact that the thickness will make it more durable while you're flipping it. When you're getting thinner wire, it might bend up and stuff. And I use galvanized steel, so it's up to you. If you want to make it up out of something else, you can experiment, see what it does. But I like working with galvanized steel because it's nice and sturdy. It doesn't want to come loose. It doesn't want to bend up real easily. So that's what I work with. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video and have fun and make some chainmail. Bye.